Hey crew, how's it going? We're gonna do a little functional core today with a focus on your posterior chain, being your back, the booty, hamstrings, that whole thing. But you're gonna feel everything. The whole point of core training is to strengthen your center all the way out. So we don't just do crunches, we do all kinds of neat variations, some crawling, some really neat things. There will be options as we go. Make sure your music's nice and loud. The only gear you will need is a mat if you need that, some kind of mat or towel, and then the band with tubing. Or this entire thing can be done doing the motions with no gear at all, okay? Let's come down, get a little bit warm first. Inhale, and then you're just gonna exhale, roll down, a little bit of a fold, but keep moving. Nice dynamic movement here to warm up. So kind of diving down, a little bit of a fold, and then pressing the palms together. We're just warming up the spine. Do that again. Exhale, diving down, a little bit of a hammy stretch, and then pressing and rolling up. And then we're just gonna squat really gently 2 times. And then the arms come up, we sit into our squat, come down, walk out. Just warming everything up, feel the shoulders, walking back. Let's do that again. So we inhale, 2 gentle squats, weight in the heels, butt back and down, chest up, arms up, squat again. You're like, oh my gosh, she's making me think right now. It's not a big deal. Just an easy way to get warm and ready. Walking out to a plank, you can put your knees down at any time. Walking back, rolling up. One more time. If you ever need more of a warm up, do a little jump rope, do a little jogging in place. Coming down, walking out, and coming back. Give a little shake, a little roll, and then you're gonna come right on down. We're gonna get into it right away. So if you need more of a warm up, take it. Shoulders should be warm. Okay, what we're gonna do first are some bear crawls, some bridges, and a little bit of some shoulder tapping. We're just gonna have fun. You ready? Yes? Okay, take your hands under your shoulders. So you can do this exercise on your knees, and that's what I'm going to show you first. But right now, imagine that your abdominals are a corset and they're wrapped all the way around, the side, the back, and the front. Tuck your chin, and you're gonna walk your knee forward, forward, back, back. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. On the toes, same thing. So the knees are hovering off the ground. That's where I'm gonna hang out, but you go to your knees at any time. My hands are stacked just under my shoulders, so I'm gonna walk all the way out into a plank, and then I'm gonna come back into a bear crawl. All the way out into a plank, and then back into a bear crawl. This is also called quadruped, and we'll play with it in a minute. Right away, you should feel your shoulders, and right away, you should feel your center. If you ever need the rest, you modify by putting the knees on the floor and walking it. Keep your hands pressed down so hard. Keep drawing the shoulders away from your ears. One more. Everybody hold, and then put your knees down. You can either put them down far, or you can bring them under. It's whatever you need, okay? And then we're going to do some shoulder taps in a quadruped position. So you're gonna trap left shoulder, right arm, and switch. Keep everything strong. You know that you've seen it, and turn the other way. If you wanna level up, you're gonna take your knees off the floor and do the same thing. If you pick this option though, keep your feet wide, because we don't wanna roll open to the side. We wanna keep our chest, hips, everything facing the floor. And the butt is not sticking up in the air. Our back is flat and our back is long. When you need to modify, just put your knees down. Three, 2, 1. Hold, 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 hold. Woo! Come on your back. I know. You're like, okay, okay. Feet are gonna be hip width apart. Take a big breath and you're gonna lift up. And you're gonna pulse. 3, 2, 1, and then come partway down. Up and pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then come partway down. Our feet are facing forward. Our heels are close to our butt, and our feet are hip width apart. The squeeze is coming from the hamstrings and the booty. Upper back and shoulder stays on the floor. I've got my hands at my sides and they're pressed. And you'll notice I'm not touching the ground with my butt in between. I'm keeping my booty lifted, and I'm keeping the tension and the work going the entire time. Core focus training is hard, it's challenging, and it's so good for you. Now come up and hold. Walk your left leg forward, and then your right leg forward. Left leg back, right leg back. Left leg forward, right leg forward, and back, back. As you're walking forward, the butt wants to lower. It's gonna lower a little bit, that's okay, but keep your hips as still as you can. Squeeze your booty, squeeze your hamstrings, brace. Challenging by coming off center, challenging by moving the body quite a bit in this bridge position, which is already work. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Stay with me. I know it's challenging. You're totally capable. One more set of bridges. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Halfway down. 3, 2, 1. Halfway down. Who's feeling their butt cheeks? Don't really feel them. I mean, you can. You do you. But they should be burning. Those biscuits should be burning. 3, 2, 1. Hang on, hang on. One more. And then lower. Woo! But we are not done. We're going to do that bear crawl shoulder tap again. So grab the back of the knees and come up. You already know your options. Hands under shoulders, arms strong, shoulders back and down. And you're going to either go in, out, out, walking the knees as far away from the body as you can while staying stable, or you're coming on the toes. In, out, out. Remember, we want our back so flat and long that you could balance a glass on it. So if you're starting to pike by sticking your butt in the air, or you're starting to lower by swinging the hips, just put your knees down. The more you do this beautiful exercise, the better you will get at it. You hear me breathing? I'm challenged. Brace the core tightly. Feel how strong your middle is. How important and vital it is to your health and to your safety and your strength. 3, 2, 1. Out and hold your plank, hold your plank, hold your plank. Knees come down. Take them wide if you're staying on the knees or if you're coming on the toes, and shoulder taps. This is it, and then we're gonna stand up. Just breathe. Shoulders, back, abdominals, everything fired up, everything working so, so hard. It's good, I promise. If you want more, take the feet a little wider. Dig the toes into the ground. Dig the balls of the feet into the ground. Breathe. 4, yes you can. 3, it's worth it. 2, and 1. Okay, knees down. Give a little roll, a little shake. Hope you felt that bit, yeah? We're gonna turn our attention now, keeping it in the posterior chain, but the hips and the glutes. So you're gonna stand up and you're going to take your band. Now, if you don't have the tubing, this kind with handles, you could also use a booty band around your knees. You could totally do that. By around your knees, I mean above your knees. If you got the tubing, take the feet and step in the center of it. Then you're going to cross the handles if it's a lighter band, and if it's got enough resistance, don't cross them, but pull them up high on the hips. You need to be able to move, so you might need to uncross. Take a big breath, toes out slightly. We're gonna do a double pulse squat in the center, pulsing, and then our right leg out to the side 3 times. 3, 2, 1, and again. 2 pulses, standing up, same leg, right leg. 3, 2, and 1. So a little isolation work here. The butt is going back and it's going down, and then we're bringing the weight into the left leg, and extending the right foot just straight out to the side laterally. Working the outer hip, outer thigh, outer thigh, and the glute as well. One more on this side. Make sure you're not tipping forward, chest stays up. Let's go the other way now. So 1 squat, hold, and then a triple leg lift on the left side. 3, 2, 1. Deep squat in the center, hold, hold, hold. Come up, leg lift. 3, 2, 1, and again. So the butt's going back. My weight is really deep into my heels. And then because that's a squat, make sure your knees continue to push out. They don't collapse in. 3, 2, 1, and again. This is very basic, you guys. It's so, so good for the knees. and for the glutes to do this work. Make sure the standing leg, one more on this leg. So the leg that's being still, make sure the knee is moving out towards the little toe, not in towards the big toe. Now go really wide, 3 squats and lift. Really wide, 3 squats and lift. I'm pushing my knees out, my toes are out. I've got the band to go as wide as I can handle with good form. Keep those handles high on your hips, whether the band is crossed or uncrossed. Squeeze the booty and squeeze the legs as you rise up. Breathe in. Feeling that, you guys. And then we're gonna do one more set of those kickbacks on each side, okay? Excuse me, leg lifts to the side. Oh, one more. Walk back in, just the lifts. We're gonna go right to left. 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Make sure the knee is in a good position, not collapsing in. Are you lifted and tall? We're not tipping forward. We're not leaning back. Our core is keeping us strong. Our chest is up, collarbones are broad, shoulders drawn together for that beautiful lifted posture. 2 more. And then we got a little burnout to finish off the glutes and the hips, okay? You're gonna do a squat and a lift. Single, single, right to left. Don't worry about it. Squat, lift, squat, lift. Get as low as you can. Don't use momentum, focusing on the body moving and working together. Ankle, knee, hip. Glutes are on fire. The upper booty, outside booty. 4, yes you can. 3, strong, centered, and in control. Work in your powerhouse. 2, and 1. By the way, ditch the band. If you like my clothing, isn't it cute? I sell this stuff. It's called Zaya, and it's absolutely fantastic. These are Luke's leggings. This is our Kettle Moon tank. I've got the bra on as well. Super cute bra. So if you want any of it, holla. All right, focusing on the side body for the next little bit. You're gonna come down onto your left elbow. You're gonna put your right foot down, and you're gonna lift up. Excuse me. There we go. Left knee down, right foot down. Oh, I said it right. And we're just gonna come into a side hover. If you need more support than this, put the top arm down so that you don't roll forward. It's not a big deal, okay? And then you're just gonna lift your hips for 3, 2, 1, and then come partway down and do it again. So you're gonna imagine that you're pushing a nail into the ceiling with this top hip. Body is long. And this arm that's on the ground, your elbow, drive the forearm and drive the elbow into the ground, okay? 3, 2, 1, partway down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're gonna work a little harder, okay? Come into a hover. So my arms are parallel. My fist is under my opposite shoulder, nice and straight and strong. I'm gonna make sure that I'm able to keep a nice strong line in my back. Now the toes can stay on the ground, the toes and the knees, or you can lift the knees off and we're gonna rotate. Side hover, coming back, arms to parallel and going the other way. Now I want you to move your body as one unit. Your shoulders, your hips, your chest, all move together as you rotate and open, and then close and come back to the center. You notice I'm just rotating from the sides of my feet to my toes. And let me show you an option. You can go from a knee to both knees to the other knee. You do not have to come on your toes. The entire time you're working, you guys, keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe deeply. Breathing is good. Inhale. Exhale. Pick 2 options if that is challenging for you. Tune into your side body. Notice how much control it takes to rotate and then come onto 2 points of contact or 3 points of contact with the floor. It takes a lot of control, so go slow. This is the best way to train your core. Moving everything smoothly, moving everything in alignment, thoughtfully, quietly, and carefully. One more. Oh my goodness. another side, right? So come onto a side hover. Right elbow this time. Bottom knee is down, top foot is down, and you're lifting up. If you need that extra, the top arm comes down to help. Do you feel that? Feel that. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Make sure everything is lined up. Okay? If you're starting to find fatigue across the shoulders, that's very normal. Press the forearm and the elbow that's on the ground down even harder. Breathe. Remember, we're not moving forward and backward. We're not pushing our butt out or pushing our front up. We're going down and up. Hang on. Oh yes, oh yes. 3, 2, 1 more. Blessed day. Side work is hard, I know. Woo, release. For most of my clients, it's the hardest. You did it. Good job. Come down on your tummy. Last little bit is going to be a back focus again and a little full body too, I guess. We're going to come into parachute. So take your knees wide, your heels together, then flare out your feet like Mary Poppins, but the heels stay together, okay? Now take your arms really wide. Lift your knees off the floor a little bit. Squeeze the butt to do this, and then here we go. You ready? We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then come down. So lift the upper body and the knees at the same time. Squeeze your butt. 3, 2, 1. So we've got a parachute with the lower body and an upper back extension with the upper body. 3. Your entire back body, you guys, upper, mid, and lower back and butt should be burning up. Keep it active. Press your heels together. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears and your head. And trust me, your knees are barely getting it off the floor. Guess who else's knees are barely off the floor? Me. Squeeze your booty. Tune into that strength in your back. One more. Woo. Let it go and come up into a push-up position. So I'm staying on my knees. Shoulders are down. Arms are kind of narrow. They're not a wide push-up. You're going to do a push-up and then pull your right elbow back. Push up, pull your left elbow back. So this is a renegade push-up. As I'm lifting my arms, I'm keeping my body square to the floor. Tuck the toes into the ground. Take your knees wider than your hips. Back focus training. Are your cores engaged? Is your spine staying long? Are you centered? This is incredibly challenging. All of these movements are. I know you're killing it. Hang in there, stay with me. This is worth the work. You will squat better, run better, hang out better if your core is strong. One more. Our finale right here, right now. Belly comes down, come back to parachute. You're gonna lift your upper and lower body up and we're gonna hold together and that's it. Ready? Up and hold. Squeeze. 1 more inch. 1/4 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch, a 16th. Come on, squeeze. 3. Work as hard as you can so you can feel really good about this. 2. And 1, release. Hands come down, tuck your toes, roll back. Take a big deep breath. Little child's pose. And then come onto all fours for a little cat-cow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're gonna arch your back and exhale. And then inhale, lift up. And again, exhale. And inhale. Feel that movement in your spine. And then you're going to tuck your toes. Come into a little fold. And then you're just going to bend your knees and straighten. Relaxing your torso down. Bend your knees and straighten. One more. And then roll up very slowly. You're gonna take your shoulders up, open, and then roll them back. Okay? Up, rotate, open, reach, and then roll back. Just taking our shoulders through a little movement work here, a little more range. I hope you felt that. I hope you're sweaty. I hope you were challenged. Little sway, little reach side to side to open up the side body. Push down through both of your feet, reach laterally. Inhale and reach the other way, exhale. Inhale, one more time each side. Exhale and reach. Inhale, exhale and reach. Beautiful job. Posterior chain core, love it.